Good morning, everybody. It's Broker Bob today for our weekly Tech Tuesday training here at KW Metro. We are also streaming live on YouTube. Looks like we still going to have some more people showing up. I got Lynn here with us today. Lynn, do you have any questions before we start and get into the subject matter today?
Uh, no, I just last time it felt like a bit much, so I thought maybe another dose this week might be helpful.
All right. Well, that's why we're here every week. Are you using some AI applications in your work right now?
Yeah, yeah,
So you're pretty familiar with them?
yeah. I use since Metro has Gemini where we can use that. I'm probably using that the most now, but I oftentimes will use multiple ones, ask the same question just to see like consistency and what gives more, more depth or more breadth of whatever it is that I'm asking about. So, and I am including now BrokerBot in some of those questions too. So,
Well, that's exactly what I want to hear because AI systems are not foolproof or 100%.
mm,
So I like the fact that you're asking other applications and then questioning it. And I always say, if you're getting information from BrokerBot, Metro AI, please always ask, are you sure? Are you sure? Because it's not 100% accurate at times, and I'm finding that. So other people have stepped on. We got Deborah, we got Yvette, we got Alicia. Does anybody else have any questions before we get into what I'm going to train on you today?
No, I'm excited about, I still went on the Canva yesterday to try to figure it all out and not so I'm happy to be here to get that going.
You're not so happy?
No, because I couldn't figure it out.
Okay. First question, does everybody here have Canva integrated into their command?
No,
no,
No.
don't
Okay.
know how to do that.
I thought I
Don't know.
did.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop a link into the chat box. And basically with this link, what you're going to do is click on it and you're going to connect your command account. And with this link, it will integrate your command and give you the Canva that you get as part of your tech package. So click on that link that's in the chat box. You don't need to if you don't want to do it right now, but it's pretty quick. All you gotta do is click on the link and then insert your command credentials. And then
I see
that will,
something from Nikki. I don't see anything from you yet
well, it's in the
in
chat
the
box.
chat.
Yeah, it's in
I'm
there.
looking in the chat box.
You're not
Maybe
seeing
click
it?
on everyone.
I'll
Got
drop it again.
Okay.
So if you don't
Yeah.
have your Canva set up, use that link, and that will allow you to to use the Canva application that's free and have access to all the KW templates that are in there. Okay? All
So
right,
is this the Canva that we're supposed to be using and then it automatically links to command?
well, it's not linking to command, but you link it through command. You turn it on through command. So you use your command credentials to access the KW Canva. Does everybody understand what I say there?
Yes.
In order to get the free Canva account, you use your command credentials to access it. And that's what that link will do.
Robert.
Yes.
Okay, so I just did it and I put in my credentials and then now I have Canva. Uh, will I have to do that all the time or
No.
is that just one shot
No,
deal?
that's the one time. That's going to reconnect it. So
Good.
on the bottom right, so let me share my screen. Well, first, let me load my Canva so you guys can see it. Hold on one second. So when you log in to your command and you access your Canva, this is what you should see. Does everybody see that when they logged in?
Uh,
Deborah, you're on the phone. Answer my question.
What happened to you?
All right, I'm going to
We all
mute
need to
her.
talk to Deborah right now.
Okay. So this
I
is
have a question, Bob, before
Sure.
you move on. So with this, I know that they don't use our KW email.
Correct.
Do you know how to access the email that they assigned us that we do use? Because all my receipts from everything I've ordered are locked up in that email that I have no access. I never know when my prints are done.
I will have to answer that question at another time. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know the answer. But
Okay. I've tried.
for those of you that
Canva
have,
receipts?
Yeah.
for those of you that,
When you order stuff, like if you order flyers.
for those of you that have had Canva, you might have a personal account. I've got a personal account. But here on the bottom left, you're going to see my picture. I'm hovering over my beautiful face right there. You're going to click on that, and you're going to then see all the accounts that you have. So I
Oh.
have, this is the KW account. Your KW Canva account should start with like 6 numbers. And then I also have access to the Keller Williams office account because we've had one and I have my personal one. Okay. So this is how you see which account you're in. So if you are not in the Canva account that has the 6 numbers in it, then you're not in the KW account. So make sure you're accessing the correct account numbers, okay? Any questions before we move on that? Make sure we're all on the same page. Okay, got it. Okay. Now let's go into, that was the first thing, how to connect your free Canva account and make marketing slides in minutes. So let me go through and show you some things that I've learned today when I've gone into my when I go into on the left-hand side, you're going to see chats on the left-hand side. These are my chats. As a lead for the KW, I also have access to everybody else's chats, which is right here, but your account should only say my chats. Okay. So here's something I found out this week. Let's say you want to go through and do a history of what you've been searching. Right over here where it says My Chats, and you see this little star. I want to see if you guys can click on that star and if you can see what you can basically do is I can go through and see what everybody is talking about in Canva.
I don't have a star.
You don't have a star? Okay, then scratch that. You guys don't get the star. Sorry. Okay.
It says chats, recent, pinned. Those are my choices. What do
Okay.
you guys have?
So here's what I want you guys to see then. Over here where it says chat, recent, and pinned,
Mm-hmm.
here's what I discovered today is pinned. Pinned chats are everything that I want to have frequent access to, because what I'm going to show you guys today is how to do what we're going to go through is how to create a 6 to 8 week social media campaign and how to use what we call triggers. And I pre-programmed this account to have some triggers in it. So let's go through and trigger. You may have seen in the invitation to the email, I put this phrase, the invitation for the class, I put this trigger up there. So you're going to want to write this down. KWSDTC. KWSDTC. So this is a trigger I've created where I've pre-programmed a prompt for it to do something. So what is this prompt? Well, basically, it's a transaction coordination workflow. And in that transaction coordinated workflow, it has several steps in it. So what you do when you put in that trigger and you upload an entire purchase agreement, all the counteroffers that you got with the contract, in other words, it's an escrow ready to go, what it's going to do, first step, it's going to review the contract. Once you've uploaded the RPA, the SMCO, any text overflow addendums or buyer counter offers, upload everything from that existing transaction. Once you have a current escrow, it'll review everything. It'll give you the property address, who are the parties, what are the purchase terms, what are key contract modifications per the SMCO or text overflow addendums. It'll say who the escrow and title is, when the acceptance date is, and when the close of escrow date is. And then it's also going to know what today's date is. And this transaction is, well, because this is a transaction that is existing right now when I did it, it was 2 days away from closing. So then it will also say this, does this summary look correct? Now, remember I said, not everything in AI is 100% accurate. So you want to go through and confirm if everything that you know from what they highlighted in here for the step one is accurate. If not, then what you'll say is, no, the closing date's supposed to be blah, 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 or whatever. Or the escrow is not that escrow, it's this escrow. Okay? Then step two, once you confirm it, then it will go through and do the key dates based upon the acceptance date. And the acceptance date is always day 0, and then close of escrow when the close of escrow date is. So it's a 21-day escrow. Then it outlines all key closing dates that are critical to this escrow. So you're going to confirm that to make sure, because it's counting everything in your purchase agreement and counteroffers, etc., to confirm the important dates. Then it's going to ask you probably some questions. Now, each time it will ask you probably different questions. In this scenario, it asked me, add the remaining dates to your calendar. In other words, final walkthrough, a reminder, and a close of escrow. Draft a closing update email to the client. That was the buy side. So I would have gone through and corrected that, say, no, I represent the seller. I don't represent the buyer. But if you did represent the buyer, then that would be correct. And then draft an email to preferred choice escrow confirming readiness to close. Okay? So I told it, complete all steps, but do not create the calendar invites or send any emails yet. Just show me drafts of everything. And so here it was, it created the calendar events. The drafts were not created. It just shows me the drafts. So event number 1, because this was not a brand new escrow, it's automatically going to the events that should have occurred already. So in this case, it's showing the final walkthrough and the close of escrow. Had it been a brand new transaction, it would have showed every other event in its order and sequence. And then the step 4 was a client email draft. Since I'm not representing the seller or buyer, I'm representing the seller, I would have swapped that out. But here's a sample email draft to Joanna, who's the buyer, if I was representing her. We're almost at the finish line. I wanted to reach out with a quick update. Your close of escrow scheduled for April 30th, blah, blah, blah. Wire transfer closing funds. Identification, please have a valid government ID when you're getting to the signing appointment. All that stuff, that's little stuff that you need to spend time to draft and send to your buyer, because you can have a wonderful communication log and it's all put into an email. Boom, it's done it for you. Questions, please don't ask. Now, it never gets my phone number right. But I will go through and confirm. I don't know where that phone number came from. But if I wanted to draft this and put it into my drafts folder in my email, I can get it to do that. Okay. And then it created the escrow email draft about closing. Again, because this was a transaction already in process, it's doing all this stuff. It's not doing the stuff that it would have done previously. It's doing the stuff as it's getting towards the end. But it would have initially sent out a welcome email. It would have sent a draft email, created a draft email to the escrow, to your TC, to your buyers with timelines, etc. It would have done all that for you by just using that term, KWSDTC, and inputting all of your purchase agreement documents.
So when you say putting in that term, I started with that and then I upload the documents and they'll know
Yep.
what to do.
And that's it. It's doing it for you. Because here's what I've done.
Yeah, because BB did the whole thing
Yeah.
for us.
Okay. Can
I
I
did
try
it
it
for
with one
you.
of my existing escrows and see if it is doing it?
Yeah.
So here's my workflow. So this is what the workflow looks like. When you plug in that key term, what it basically does when a user uploads a contract document and types the keyword KWSDTC, it activates the following workflow in order. Do not skip steps. Confirm with the user before executing calendar and email actions. So it reads the contract, it extracts the dates, it adds the dates automatically to your calendar. Now, last week we talked about the workaround. If you're not using the KW calendar and you're using a personal calendar as well, what I recommend is you CC your personal calendar in your email. And you can do that by just saying, it's going to also ask you for the emails of your buyer, your escrow, your seller, your TC, any email. So it's going to ask you for all that to make sure that it adds you. So you just say, also add this to this person's calendar as well when you create the calendar invites. And it will add the dates to the calendar of when your inspection contingencies due, when your appraisal or loan are due, all that. It will add that into your calendar automatically. Let me show you what it looks like so you can see it.
This is brilliant. I'm doing it. And it's doing it like, yeah,
Is it doing it for you?
it's doing it for me. And it acknowledges that the close of escrow is supposed to be May 25th, which is Memorial Day. So it automatically is forwarding it to May 26th and it explains it all
Now
while
this
while it's working. Yeah.
wonderful. Now the next step is step 4, draft an email to client using a template 1. Now, you might not have a template in there. So or you might have your own template that you use in the past. You can tell it, use this template moving forward. So then it will store it in your history.
And then you upload your template.
You just copy and paste your template.
Okay.
It CCs the lender, but it's going to ask you for who's your lender on it. Then it does a draft email to title and escrow. You know how hard it is or how much time you guys will save by not having to hand type all that stuff out and send information out to your TC? And it's going to make their job a lot easier too.
I hope it works. I just said draft all the emails, but don't send them.
Yeah, what's going to happen, it will show up in your draft folder,
Okay.
and then you go through and modify it in there.
Robert, can I real quick add something about the calendar?
Yeah.
So if you ask it to add to your calendar for those who have multiple transactions going, tell it to put the address before it says the contingency removal. So if it says inspection contingency removal, sometimes it won't put the address. So tell it to put the address of the property first. So that way, if you have multiples going on, you know which one is coming up. So I had it add all mine and it didn't have the address first. So I was like, well, this is confusing because it looks like I have 3 contingency removals for an inspection. So I just told it, hey, change those and add the address.
Yeah, you do that inside BrokerBot. You don't
Correct,
have to go
yes.
in and change the calendar by yourself. Just say, oh, you made a mistake. You didn't add the address. And
Yep,
it
exactly.
fixes it. Or if you don't like the draft email, you can say, I don't like that draft email. I want you to delete it. Or the draft email is great, but I want you to update it with this, this, this. It'll do it for you.
Okay, for Mama Brown, you know how tech is my friend. So after we do all of this, it automatically sends it out when you tell it to send?
I save it in my drafts because I want to go through and look at it. If it's an
Okay.
email, I want to
Okay.
look at it in my drafts. But if you've got, it's going to have like 5 or 6 different drafts sitting there. You got your escrow, your TC, your buyer. They're all separate emails.
Okay.
And then sometimes I might need to change a few, like maybe I need to add a few more people to CC a few more people on that email.
And once again, how do you save this to your draft?
It does it
It's
for
in
you.
there.
Got it. Okay.
If you have your
So-
KW email connected, okay?
Okay.
And this
So-
right here, it says next steps for you. This is what I was talking about. Paste in template number 1. That's your preferred client welcome email. And then paste in template number 2, your preferred title escrow opening email. So if you've got one, you could modify it, add it just here. And Decide if you want to add the TC's name and contact info as a default to always populate in the calendar reminders and emails. It'll do that for you. And once you drop your templates in there, it'll write the full prompt with them and fully embed and ready to go.
So Broker Bob, this is all in BrokerBot. And when you talk about like upload or save your templates, that's in BrokerBot. Is there, I'm looking along the side, like the left side, to see where maybe that kind of stuff would be stored, or I'm kind of missing. And then also, so that was one question. The other question is, so did you already review how to, maybe that was last week, how to have BrokerBot have your email so that when you do say, go ahead and send the email, it knows which email to use?
Let me go and review that really quickly, but that was last week. Right here on the left-hand side, you're going to see settings
Settings. Yeah.
and then integrations right here on the top left. And under integrations, where you're going to connect your KW Gmail, calendar, your command, and your Canva. We're going to go back to Canva because I realize some people do not have the ability to add Canva yet, because that's going to be the next step. Okay? You got that, Lynn?
Yeah, so I do have a question. So then is any email that we get in any of our emails, like that's accessible to you know, you and anyone else, or how does that work?
No.
Because, you know,
No, it's just
we can
allowing
do.
BrokerBot to connect to your KW email.
Okay.
That's still your email, 'cause
Just
that's your closed network.
okay.
It's allowing BrokerBot to connect to your KW email. Does that make sense? You got that?
Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
working on it, but yeah,
Okay.
I
All right.
have to play around with it.
So let's review where you go in. Right here, you're at the main page. How can I help you today? You just type in, what is the prompt? See if anybody remembers it.
I wrote it down. KWSDTC.
DC.
Okay, so you type that in, click the little plus key right here, and you add all your purchase agreement documents. And once you add it, like Amy did with hers on her personal computer at home, it went ahead and did everything, started doing everything for her.
So here's something that I noticed. I did it and I asked them to put all of the draft emails into my KW Gmail account. It can only do it if it has an email address, but it said that you can use placeholder, 123 it, whatever.
Yeah.
I just said use my personal amygarybloom@gmail.com for the emails for now.
Yeah.
So it looks like that's what they're doing. I haven't opened up my email again.
Yeah.
But it looks like that's what they're doing. So you have to have somebody's email in there for them to even put it in your draft folder.
All right, let's go through now. Does everybody have a clarity on that one? If not, go back and rewatch it on YouTube. Now let's go to Canva because I need to get you guys integrated on Canva. So show of hands if you have Canva. So you have it connected.
Yeah,
Do you have your Canva connected in BrokerBot?
Yes.
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay. I just want to review for
Oh, wait,
people that,
Canva in BrokerBot? I didn't know that was open yet. I know you talked about that last week.
yeah, if you don't have it, so in other words,
I have Canva connected to, like, I access through command.
you can connect to Canva, but what I'm asking is for those of you that don't have Canva in your integrations.
No, I don't.
If you don't,
I just did it.
You did?
Yep.
Well, here's how you're going to get it if you haven't gotten it. So go to the main screen and on the left-hand side where your name is at the bottom left.
Main screen of Canva?
No, main screen of BrokerBot.
BrokerBot.
So
How do I get there when I've been working? I don't know how to get to the main.
So open
Just
up
open up
BrokerBot.
BrokerBot.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm already in it. So log out, log back in, or is there another
No.
way to get in?
Get to this where it says, how can I help you today? Where it has the four little boxes, marketing package,
Yeah,
contract
that's what I was looking
review.
for. I'm
Go
still
back.
Back.
On the
Okay.
left-hand side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the bottom left, you're going to see your name.
Mm-hmm.
Click on your name and it's gonna pop up and you're gonna see profile support, join our Slack.
Mm-hmm.
Is everybody familiar with what Slack is?
No.
No.
Slack is a program that companies will use to communicate back and forth. So this is what it looks like. Slack is a way how businesses do workflows and communicate with each other. So think of it like command, but it's really for a company specific. So what you're going to do when you get in here is you're going to request to be part of the command beta community right here on the left-hand side. And you might see where it says Canva beta. If you don't see where it says Canva beta, what I want you to do is at least join the KW command beta. And then once you're in there, you send a message right here in the middle of the screen where it says, please add me to the Canva beta group. And then someone at BrokerBot will add you to that. Once you're added to that group, it will then allow you to go back to your integrations right here, your integrations, and connect your Canva to BrokerBot. Christine, could you shut my door, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Robert,
Yes.
yesterday we chatted when you said that when we saw you down on the bottom left, if it comes up with the numbers before
Yes.
and afterwards, that's when we know that we're in and right.
That's where you have access to Canva through canva.com.
Okay.
But now we want to connect
Integrate
your
it.
Canva
Got it.
to BrokerBot.
Okay.
So when you connect your Canva to BrokerBot, now what we're going to go through is what happens when I want to create marketing materials inside of BrokerBot, but I don't like what I see in BrokerBot, what they created, but I want to modify the image. So I need to send it to Canva to modify it.
Oh.
Okay.
Broker
No.
Bob, I went off on the Slack track and did that, and so I missed how you got to where it lists. I did it last week. I saw it last week where it shows the different emails, but I lost track because I was doing the Slack thing.
You go to settings on the left-hand side.
Okay.
And then once you click
Integrations.
settings, then you find integrations.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, let's go through. The next step is I've created another workflow for you. Who is bogged down with trying to create a 6 to 8 week social media marketing program?
Yay.
Okay.
Me.
Yay. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So I've created another term that you're going to want to write down. Another workflow, social media 8-week. It's all one word, and it's 8, the number 8, social media 8-week. So I've already got the prompt in here. So once you do social media 8-week, it's probably going to ask you for some information. And here's what it's going to ask you. What it's going to do is going to give you an 8-week social media playbook. And the prompt actually is this. It's a 6 to 8 week social media content cadence for the spring selling season designed to position you as the go-to listing agent in your market. The tone is professional, confident, community focused. Here's the goal: to generate seller leads and listing appointments, build trust and authority as a local market expert, create urgency around the spring market opportunity for homeowners, and please include. So it's got everything it's going to include in there. And you don't have to use all of it, but it's giving you some pretty good stuff. So when you type in social media 8-week, what you also might want to type in is what is your market you want to hit. So if you're focusing on, Amy, what's your market again?
My community, El Cerrito.
So if you focus on El Cerrito, you need to tell it, I want to focus on El Cerrito. Position me as a top listing agent in that area. You can feed it a little bit more information, but I've given you all the stuff it's going to pop out, but as much information as you want to give it. But let me get down to the bottom because I'm going to show you something. So here's what the workflow is. Once you type that, once you type social media 8-week in the chat, it's going to answer some intake questions. What's your name? What's your DRE number? What's the zip code you want to target? What's the tone? And when do you want to start it? It'll also review and confirm your 8-week calendar. It'll approve your Canva templates before publishing. It'll approve your email, DM scripts before sending and review compliance checklists and confirm your DRE number is correct on every piece. So it's going to ask you some questions once you type that in to confirm what you want to get out of it. But let me show you what it actually gives you. So when I did all this, it got to the point where it says, want me to turn this into a full Canva content template, write out additional captions for specific neighborhoods, or build a lead magnet seller guide to pair with a CTA. I said, just create the Canva templates, focus on Mission Valley, San Diego 92108. And here's what it gave me. Template 105, week 1 spring market stats. And it plugged all this stuff in because it's programmed to go out and find the average days on market and the homes sold.
Is that for a year or what? Or does
This is
that
an
depend on
8-week
whatever you put
program.
in?
This is an 8-week program. Oh, is it?
I mean, the 12, or excuse me, the 42 homes, is that for
It's
like
pulling the
90
current
days?
stats. So I'm assuming it's like it says spring 2026. I don't know. I'd have to ask that question. Where did you get that stat? So you can ask it. And if you think it's not accurate, then you can modify it and change it. Week 2. Week 3. Again, so this is not in Canva yet, but I could then send it to Canva and then I can modify it. Now, I'm not going to do a full Canva training today because not everybody has their Canva account connected. But let me show you, maybe I'll run through this. But isn't this pretty good stuff?
That's cool.
I love it.
That Mission Valley project right there, beautiful.
Yeah, that's Savita.
Yeah.
This is all stuff that you don't have to ask someone to create for you. It's done it for you.
Robert, is that Savita because you put that in there?
Well, I focused on 92108
Okay, right.
because that's where I live.
Yeah.
So watch what it does. And then like, you want me to generate a StorySide 916 versions of any of these, create a carousel slide for week 3, build out weekly posting calendar with specific dates, time for each post, generate a just sold in Mission Valley template. But these are all the templates that it made for you.
Do you know if we have our own template that we use because we've been using it consistently for 2 years? Could we upload that and it can add the
Yep.
content to it?
Yep.
Brilliant.
Yep. You can upload your own template. So here's what the spring selling season workflow system does. Now you can go ahead and plug in plug in social media 8-week and ask it, what does this do for me? And it will walk you through everything it's going to do. Okay, so let me show you. Send the templates you created to Canva as an asset.
What does
So
that mean?
I can modify. Write that down. Send the templates you created to Canva so I can modify.
Send the template you created
To Canva so I
to
can
Canva.
modify.
Okay. Are you laughing at me?
See where it's saying uploading all 5 templates to your Canva account now? So if I go into my Canva account, here I am. I want to go into on the right, and now this is not a Canva class. I'm just showing you stuff, so don't expect me to train you on Canva today. Even I don't really know it that well, so you might need to go through some tutorials with Canva. But here's the templates. So on the left-hand side, I pull them up, and I need to reload it.
How did you word it? Post the templates?
To my Canva as assets.
What does that mean as assets?
It's just a term that BrokerBot used
Okay,
to say just call it an asset.
okay.
And let me see. Here they are. Okay. So these 5 right here are the ones that Canva created. So if I want to go ahead and modify it, I would click on it, open it in Editor. And then you click on the Edit button right here. And then we're going to go to, this is the one thing I have to work out with BrokerBot. Because they said there was a tool to click on, but that's not working. That one's not working. Let me go back and do this. So that one needed my DRE number. Let me see. Remember, the only thing I really wanted to modify in this was add my DRE number. If I wanted to modify, add anything else, I could. I still have to work out with BrokerBot on, because he said there was another magic button over here, but I'm not seeing it. So I have to work out with them and see which one I use. But let me go through and because I asked BrokerBot to fix it, it's going to do it for me. I won't need to do anything to modify it.
Okay, so for right now, if we don't know that button to click, we can go in and ask BrokerBot just like you did.
Yeah, let me go look and see on the templates. Hasn't updated it here. Let me ask it. It's still processing. And of course, speed is not something it wants to work on right now. But let me just review the it basically gave you an 8-week program. Week 1, springs arrive. Week 2, know your numbers for your list. Week 3, the prep pays off. Week 4, neighborhood stories, real sellers, real results. Week 5, your neighborhood is my neighborhood. It's everything you want to focus on if you have a specific geographic area you want to do or within your own sphere of influence. You can craft it and create it exactly how you want. And the more you use BrokerBot, the more it's going to know who you are.
That would take a heck of a long time.
Yeah. Let's go back and see if it finished it. Oh, there you go. It did it for me. Now, down and dirty. I don't have to. You know how long it would take me to create this in Canva? I don't even know Canva that well. Oh, I'd have to modify this to your client quote. But I still need to send the to my Canva as an asset. Maybe Jacqueline might know how to fix it once it's in here. There is not. It's one of these over here. It's just not working.
What do you want to do?
I want to modify something within this.
Oh, I think that I did it on I did this through BrokerBot to Canva and I did figure it out. It wasn't as intuitive as
As you want it to be.
yeah, but can you oh man, I wonder how I can't remember.
Obviously, you
Go
went
in,
into edit.
yeah, go into editing
Okay.
and then you click in the area that you want to modify. Like if you want to change your DRE, click on the DRE.
Well, I can't because I have to go into the edit and click on a tool.
Oh, I see.
So it's either
Select area all.
what
Oh,
is-
yeah, maybe I resized it. Gosh, how did I do it? Hold on, I'm gonna go into my Canva and figure it out.
yeah. I was hoping to get this figured out before we did this class today, but unfortunately not. Yeah. We're going to skip this part, and by next week, I'm going to have some more Canva training on this. All right. What did you guys learn today? Give me some feedback.
To connect the emails.
Okay. Got your emails connected, got your Canva reenacted in command and connected to your broker bot, where you can do your 8-week social media calendar. And you can also, oh, let me show you what it looks like. You'll love this. So here is my calendar. And I had it added all to the calendar. This is basically for me to then post. So here's all my posts I put in. So you could tell it, put these on my calendar to remind me to do it. You just hired a personal assistant for $60,000 a year and you're not paying a dime.
Okay.
All right. I hope you guys got something out of that today. All right. All right. Everybody have a great day.